Hello everyone, welcome to VizConnect, connecting with the art of data visualization and storytelling. My name is Sagar Kapoor. I'm part of customer success team at Tableau. So VizConnect is your weekly Tableau community call, which helps you to get inspired, motivated, and participate and get connected with Tableau community. It helps you to go ahead and upskill yourself in Tableau, learn from a Tableau Zen Master, Tableau champions, Tableau public featured author over here. So we have a YouTube channel. Go ahead, subscribe to it. Some great content waiting for you. We have a LinkedIn group. Go ahead, connect with each other and learn from each other. And all the session info about VizConnect is posted in our LinkedIn group. So just go ahead and join this particular group. Also, the registration for our Tableau conference 2021 is open now. Go ahead, get registered. Some amazing content coming to you in November. With that, let me go ahead and introduce our speaker for today. His name is Alexander Varlamov. So Alexander is a Tableau Zen Master, Tableau Ambassador, Tableau featured author, and a winner of the Elisa Fink Award, the Hackiest at TC 19 and TC 20th. He has a master's degree in electronics engineering and automation, PhD in physics and math. He works as a lead BI developer involving in all the Tableau related activities for a mobile gaming company called Playrix. His first time of using Tableau was in 2015 when he started using Tableau, and from then he started just loving Tableau over here. And one thing about Alexander is that he will come up with some things which I haven't expected that we can do in Tableau. So he loves complex data tasks, visualizing the data and data art creating. He has a blog post. I will go ahead and share the details about that. So without further ado, I will hand it over to Alexander to talk about how you can create a custom world cloud in Tableau. So Alexander, over to you.
Hello everyone. I guess you can see my screen now. And today the topics I'd like to talk is custom world clouds in Tableau. Uh, what is world clouds? I think you just have seen like this, the typical world cloud in Tableau. When the size of any word means the frequency of this word in your data set. Usually, this type of visualization don't use in business visualization, but you can use it in data art or maybe in some specific visualizations. The problem in Tableau that this world cloud it's not so customizable, and you can have already prepared data like this. So you should have one field or one column with words. And today I'm gonna show how to make custom word clouds from any text files using Python. So and we will try a visualization like this. The visualization is the 1000 greatest film. What does it mean? In the site TSPD, there is a list of greatest films by ranking. So I got this list and make a data set. My data sets look like this, where we have a column rank, film original name, film name in English, and some description, including year and country and etc. So in our text analysis, we will create a word cloud using words from the name of these films. I'm sure you all know these greatest films, and now we can try to understand which word in this name of these films is the most frequent. So for this, I have written a Python code. Please don't be afraid. It's a Python. I use PyCharm for running, and now I will explain how it works and how you can calculate some metrics from this code. So I got this file, 1,000 of films. This is this is file, and the column films I'd like to analyze. So here I use column film, and in my blog, coolbluedata.com, I have this script, and if you will create something like this, you can copy and paste from my blog. But now we will try to create a word cloud. So I click run in Python. Script, yes, we have this word cloud. So I use a mask. It's JPEG pictures like video camera. So here we have the most frequent words. The bigger the word, the more frequency in our film. So we can see that night, death, kill, and summer is the most frequent word in our films. But how this cloud is creating from this code. In this code, I use a mask here. I got video.jpg from my my folder. So this one is a mask, and you can use, for example, heart or circle or apple. Now I'm gonna use heart.jpg, and we can the number sign I use means to comment, and now we will use other mask mean heart. Let's look what we have now. The script is running now. Okay. So we have another shape for our word cloud, and this is really interesting to use any shape to make word clouds like this. And today we will create this type of visualization in Tableau, and now I'm gonna show which parameters you can use for it to customize this cloud. So, for example, I will use the video JPEG with video camera, and the first parameter means stop words. Stop words means words that you would like to discard from your dataset, from your word cloud. Font path means fonts that you use for your word cloud. I use Courier, Bold, .ttf, and we can change it, for example, and make Tahoma bold. The next symbol is 70% of our words will be horizontal, but we will use, for example, 30% will be horizontal, and color map we can use for Tableau color map tab 20. This one you can find from Python documentation. It's from matplotlib library, and our script I use word cloud library. This word cloud create such kind of visualization that we create now. And I import this word cloud to make it. So now we have changed font path. We have changed horizontal percentage and color map. Let's look what we have now. So we changed color, we changed type, and 30% of our words are in horizontal direction. This is really cool how you use this parameter to customize your visualization. The next two parameters, minimum font size and maximum font size, I would like to make it more max font size parameter. This is for background. Background color is black. We can use white. This is width and height of our picture. This is resolution of our picture. Margin is margin between word or border between word. Collocation equal false. That means that this script not analyze collocations. In my mask, I use mask building, but I would like to comment it. So now we don't use mask. And let's look what we have now. repeat means put extra words if you have empty spaces in your word cloud. And relative scaling, you can use 0 of 1, and if you use 1, your word will be in relative scale. So this is the scale. You can 2, 3, and etc. to increase sizes of your pictures. And this is a minimum word length. I use 3 letter for word. It's a minimum length of word. Including number means false. I don't use number, and normalize plural as equal false. That means that this code don't use s for plurals, and font step equals 1. It's merging between 4 font step. So this script works not so good, and we need to wait because I've been changed maximum font size, and usually this script for huge texts can be working for 20 minutes, for example, but we have not so big list. The next, while we're waiting for the result, I would like to explain what means stop words. Stop words, it's words that we would like to discard from this the scripts, and we can use a list, for example, like this. And also we can use some libraries from stop words, and also I've been prepared stop word list like this. So I would like to exclude prepositions, exclamations, adverbs, and etc. So because the words like this is the words like oops, for example, I don't like to see in my word cloud. It's really hard for my computer. Okay, I will stop it. Mask, and maybe with masks will be better with masks. So I change max font size. Just 5 seconds. Okay, now we have white background and bigger maximum font that because we have changed the parameters. So I just showed how to set your word cloud using parameters. Let's notice that we got everything from this, and we didn't use spaces, and also we can use whole books, for example, Alice in Wonderland. This is a book by Lewis Carroll. This is very, it's maybe my favorite books, maybe. Also, we can use this script for Alice in Wonderland. Here I can get another data set. So I get Alice in Wonderland txt. And also I'm printing the word from, it's ready? Griffon, queen, king, and mock turtle are the most frequent words from Alice from Wonderland. So it's really easy to get text and to create this cloud. And I used these stop words from library. From library stop words, also from my stop list from this file that I'm already prepared, and connected this from custom list. I can type any word in this list to discard this word from the word cloud. So, for example, I use this word I use from Shakespeare. This is the eldest English word, I suppose, to discard from analysis. So now we can create anything in Python, but how we can get this data in Tableau. So our next step is to get using word cloud layout that I printed here. Word cloud layout means that's one string like this, where the word ready and coordinates x and y is here, and this is orientation. This is RGB color, and this one is about frequency. So I use this code. I use pandas data frame to name the column name, size, coordinate, direction, and color, and save this file to this one to file film coordinates CSV. It's a text file, and we can connect to this file in Tableau. So here I have already created, and here is the sheet. And if you look at the data source, I have in our data film coordinates. Can check here how it looks, and it looks like color coordinates, name, description, and this is rank and size of font from Python. Now we can use that man is the most frequent word. and direction is null because it's horizontal. If direction is 2, it means vertical word. Also, we can understand that it's not so good fields to analyze, and we should prepare these numbers for visualize it in Tableau. The first step, I use calculation X and Y for splitting coordinates. This is maybe looks complex, but the meaning of this is to get this number from the field chord, and for I we can the same. Also, we can use alternative way if you're familiar with regexp calculation. We can able to get y values like this, or also you can use simple string operation in Tableau. So I get X, I get Y from this, and also from name, I use split to split this to name and frequency. So here I have the name of that means a word, and here I have a frequency. How we can create custom word cloud in Tableau? So if we use X and Y in Tableau, here's an example. The Python put coordinates of right upper corner. If you imagine that any words is a rectangle, so we get these coordinates. But for Tableau, we need to use the center of your word, and we should shift this point from serpent from left upper corner to middle to use text marks in Tableau. How can we achieve that? I use calculation shift, X shift, Y shift, and how it works. X shift, I use, this is calculation. So for X, we use horizontal and vertical words, and from Y, we use horizontal from one calculation and vertical from another calculation. So for X shift, we can use this calculation. That means the length of name split, it means length of word. We divide by 2 because we need to find the middle of this word in coordinates. And also we use size of the word. And in addition to, I use parameter. This parameter I need to fit the words. So we can manually shift any word using this parameter. So now I'm gonna show how it works. So here is parameter 11, and this is how it looks like. So I needed for for this, so I can customize such word cloud. And how can we deal with horizontal orientation and vertical orientation? We have two dual axis visualization using Y shift and using Y shift copy. In Y shift, we only use minus Y because regarding Python, if we show header, here is 0 and here is minus 800. It's reversed axis, and in Python saved coordinates in using reverting axis. That's why I use minus here. And also we should divide this word by 2, and if so we have a gap above the city, and we can compensate it using this number. In horizontal, here we can change orientation, and we need a horizontal orientation for first axis, and we need vertical orientation for this axis. Also, we can use like this, for example. We have built this custom word cloud. It's really interesting how to make it, and to customize it in Tableau. We can, for example, use sizes for color. We already use, and we may also use color from Python like this. So we can use any possibilities that Tableau can give us, and I should notice that we use only upper symbol in Python here. This is this string. I use upper symbol to make capital letter because in start of sentences we can find a word like this, and the middle of sentences we can find a word like this. So to make equal here and here, we use capital letter, and in our data set this will be like this and like this. This is why I use capital letter. The next thing I should notice, I use it Courier new font because Courier new is monotype font and is really easier to find coordinates for Tableau. Or for other fonts, you should it's not so easy because there's a different height of height or width on any letter. So the main question now is how to calculate frequency. Frequency is number of repetition of any words in your data set. If we look at our data, we can find these numbers, and for the most frequent word man, this number is 1, and for the less frequent, it's a tiny number. So we should find the minimum font size, like this is the minimum. And for any word, if we use name, for any word, we should divide this number by the minimal number, and if you put it here and sorting name by descending order, we can see that for man has 17 frequencies. That means that 17 times it meets in name of the films, and also we can use bar charts like this. So here now we find frequencies for any. So what is here? Yes. So if we look at this bar chart, we can find easy or the most frequent word like this, and also we can use these calculations. In my case, I created frequency calculations. We can use it as a tooltips. Frequency for tooltips. Put this name as a tooltip. Let's see. Frequency, format, and parameter. Oh, sorry. Let's see. No, that's all. Now we have word clouds with frequency. I think it's all that I'd like to share. The next part, I think it's question.
Hey, thank you, Alexander, for sharing that. I think one thing I'm always curious about it, like, what is your inspiration behind it, right? How do you get excited about doing all these things in Tableau?
What's my inspiration? So in Tableau, there is a limitation of word clouds like this, and previously I didn't know how to make this. And first of all, I have created word clouds for books for example, for Anna Karenina and Don Quixote, Great Gatsby, and etc. It's interesting. It was interesting for me because I like books and um, I like visualization like this, and uh, I tried to recreate this word clouds in Tableau.
Thank you, Alexander. So if you have any question for Alexander, please go ahead and put it into the comment or Q&A box. Happy to go ahead and ask him. And if you haven't checked Alexander's Tableau public profile, just go ahead and visit that. Some great visualizations he has gone ahead and created over there.
I have a question. Can we include the source code? Just learning C sharp. Yes, I have this code on my page, my web page, data.com. I have written this article, and you can find this code.
Awesome. In the meantime, I have just one question for you, Alexander. In terms of using Tableau, right? I think how do you differentiate between using it for your company's data and when you go ahead and work with something like this project, right? Do you also create the same dashboards for your company executives also,
No, of course
or
not.
there are no numbers over there?
Of course, I never use such type of visualization, but we work with common charts like bar charts, line charts, and maybe Gantt charts. And so everything um, I make in Tableau community and in my Tableau public profile. It's my hobby, and it really helps me to create business dashboards. But I never use such kind of visualization for business.
And what will be that one thing if someone wants to go ahead and try these visualization, what will be the first step for them, right? Should they go ahead and maybe they might be good in Tableau. Should they go ahead and start learning maybe R or Python? Will you advise them that?
Um, so I started to use Python to expand my knowledge about data, and we use Python at work. You should use Tableau for visualization, and it's really cool tool. But if you would like to prepare data and maybe you would like to use some complete data sets, you need to advanced tools like Python or maybe another programming language. This is my opinion.
So there is a question from Milan Alexander. Can we do it without the help of Python in Tableau, the whole world cloud? Is there a way?
Um, it's a good question. Maybe if you have the data set like this, you can try to use StubPy, but I'm not sure it will works okay. I never tried to recreate this with StubPy and Tableau, and I'm not sure that it will work good.
Okay. So maybe a worth trying going ahead and using TapY and using calculations to do something similar in Tableau, right?
yes. In this code, there is a complex library. You can find the whole code of this word cloud. It's a huge algorithm to which works with images, with words, and etc. It's not so easy to repeat it in Tableau because Tableau has no cycles, for example, and etc.
Okay. Maybe also, Alexander, in Tableau Prep, we can go ahead and I think use as a snapshot of, yeah. What about Tableau Prep will be your feedback? Yeah.
In Tableau Prep, you should write an algorithm that spread all words in the shape in the area of your image, and I don't know how to make it in Tableau Prep, and I'm not sure I could make it, but maybe it's possible, maybe.
Okay. Thank you. Any other last question before we go ahead and wrap up this session with Alexander? If not, then I think thank you, Alexander. It has always been an honor to welcome you back on VizConnect. Thank you for going ahead and sharing your passion, inspiration, and what all you do with Tableau. So thanks a lot for that.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Thank you, everybody who heard my speech. It's really challenging for me to have a speech here. Thank you.
I can understand English is not your first language, but
Yes.
thank you for going ahead and talking to a whole community and sharing your language. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care of yourself, be safe, and we'll see you next week.